Hey guys, it's VMasters Reactions, and we're back with something new, something different. We are about to finish Campaign 2, Mighty Nein. We have one episode left. We're taking a break for 2 weeks. In case you didn't know, we're doing the live streams every Friday still, but we're taking a break before we finally watch the last episode. The final episode is 7 hours, so we're going to do it on the weekend of Thanksgiving in one full day. We're going to take breaks in between. I feel like there's 2 Fridays before that because there is a third Friday, but that's Thanksgiving, the day, Black Friday. We're skipping that week. The Black Friday week, we're skipping and then doing the finale on Sunday. So, Michael was like, well, a lot of people were saying I should watch the animated Crit Roll recap. I think people were saying that in the live stream. All I know is Michael has been sending me videos that are things I should react to in the meantime, because we still have to react to things for YouTube, and we still do the live streams Friday. We're going to do Liam's Quest on Friday, this Friday coming up. So when you guys see this Friday will be Liam's Quest. I think it said it is like 3 hours, but I think it doesn't start till the 10-minute mark, and there's like a 20-minute break, so it will probably be like 2.5 hours, give or take. But a lot of people were saying that was a good one to do. Michael already sent me the link, so it looks like this Friday will be Liam's Quest. He said for this week, watch half of these. There's 10 of these. You can clearly see. Oh, you cannot clearly see because I'm not showing you. All right, so as you can see, there are the 10 episodes. They actually all fit perfectly in one screen. It's a little chopped off at the bottom one, but it's not important because we're not doing the bottom 5 this week. We're going to do the first 5 this week, next 5 next week. That'll be the videos dropped on YouTube before we do the live streams. And that'll pretty much bring us up to the week before we watch the finale. Like I said, the finale is 7 hours long. If you minus the break and the intro and everything else, it's probably closer to like 6.5, but that is still a very long live stream. The longest one I believe we'll ever do in one sitting. The only ones I could think of that match that were when we did Calamity, which are also up on YouTube and Patreon and everything else. We were doing the Patreon Hour exclusives for everything. I was also wondering if I should do the Patreon Hour exclusive for Liam's Quest or something like that, but I feel like the Patreon Hour exclusive is going to be sidelined until we start the next chapter of whatever Critical Role we jump into, which is very likely Campaign 1, which is Vox Machina. I've never seen anything before this, and I've seen all the animateds, but I've never seen the actual campaign itself. I see it as by Critical Role, so let's just jump in. We'll talk more at the end. You guys want to see more of what I do? In the description is a link for Patreon where you could ask me to watch whatever you want at a certain tier level. That is how there are thousands of exclusives like Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Infinity Train, Adventure Time, Steven Universe, My Hero Academia, Toriko, and Bleach. We just started Pushing Daisies, Good Omens, finishing up with Tulsa King Season 2. We just finished Vox Machina and Heartstopper Season 3. Ranma 1/2, the remake, is every Saturday on Netflix. I watch it as soon as it drops at 1 p.m. my time. Cobra Kai is in like 3 days. Part 2 of the final season. Stranger Things, thousands of other movies and shows full unedited. Check it out. If not, Crit Recap animated. I asked that like a question. That's loud. Is that Marisha? That kind of looked like an animated Marisha.
I'll get it.
This is the introduction.
Hi there. I'm Danny Carr, the resident lore aficionado at Critical Role.
Danny Carr.
I've come here in stunning cartoon form to introduce you to the ragtag adventures of Campaign 2. Meet the Mighty Nein.
I know Danny Carr very well.
Colorful assholes ready to find their place in the world. This is Caleb Widowgast.
Little Frumpkin.
Leave me alone. I'm reading.
A quiet human wizard weighed down by a shifty and tragic past that he hides with a metaphorical and sometimes literal smokescreen. He joined this adventure with Not by his side. Also known as Not the Brave. Please note the lack of a comma.
Well done.
She's a goblin
So far,
rogue with
well
enthusiastic wine mom energy and a penchant for, borrowing things.
That was Travis'
Yet.
voice.
Meet Jester Lavore, the tiefling cleric of the Trickery Domain. The daughter of a single working
Dicks.
mom,
We're drawing
Jester is
dicks
here
with
to find her
cloaks.
father, eat pastries, and tell the world about her god.
The traveler is going to love this.
Ford here is our resident half-orc hexblade warlock with a spooky underwater patron that's just as mysterious as his past.
How do?
He tries to guide these ne'er-do-wells to the more diplomatic moments of
Very
life.
I'm
groggish.
sure we can come to an
Xerxes.
agreement.
Right!
Armed with a stunning disrespect for authority and an all-access library card, Bo, a human monk, is a rebel looking for a cause, and sometimes that cause is protecting your newfound family. This is Mollymock Tea Leaf,
Pick a card.
an ostentatious tiefling blood hunter
we gonna get
leading a life of
Caduceus?
aimless debauchery and content to spread joy to all who might need it.
He grabbed his leg
This
underneath
is
the
Yasha,
table.
an Asimar barbarian and worshipper of the Stormlord, a gentle soul who's terrifying on the battlefield.
Bo is still kicking his
Hurt
ass.
the
Or
flower.
Yasha
The
seeks
flower.
redemption for a past she can't remember.
I love that Danny
Now,
Carr.
Who am I missing? Oh! Caduceus Clay, the fearbold
is
grave
there.
cleric, joins the Mighty Nine a bit later on.
I thought
but
he might
turns
come
out
later.
to be the comforting hot cup of tea that this group needs to balance out their Chaos Crew energy.
I'll be here when you need me.
I thought they might have
And
waited
that's
till
it.
deeper
We
in.
did it! Go forth, new critter, and know that you are now prepared for Campaign 2 of Critical Role with the most basic of descriptions for these deeply complex
Well
characters.
done. I dig it.
And stay out!
Frumpkin is
Oh,
adorable.
Mighty Nine.
Frumpkin is just like strolling over. We're just gonna roll with it. I'm assuming they go one into the next. Maybe. I also started this on Google, which might present a problem. Let's see what happens. I'm curious to see if it rolls right in. Oh, it did. All right. Rolled right in.
Oh, hello! I'm Danny Carr, the lore keeper at Critical Role. I'm here to welcome you to the world of Exandria. Here on the continent of Wildmount, the Dwendalian Empire has absorbed most of the western region. Within the empire is a town called Trostenwald, where 7 very different people have just converged. Eventually,
the looks.
they will face would-be gods on land and sea and uncover the secrets behind a war between nations. But for now, they're just getting acquainted. They spring for some bonding time by
It said
attending the
episodes-
circus that Molly and Yasha are members of. A night of impressive performances culminates with a young girl,
song.
Toya, singing beautifully to a devil toad. Suddenly, an elderly man transforms into a zombie, attacking the crowd.
You, sir, are not part of the show.
Those associated with the circus are arrested, so the group attempts to clear their names by conducting their own investigation.
We're on the case.
Turns out,
Chaos
the
Crew.
devil toad named Kylery is a fiend, sucking on the life force of poor Toya.
This was so long ago. The head. We carried around the
Though
head.
they successfully prove the innocence of the whole circus, the ringleader, Gustav, is ordered to stay and work off the debt of
Good
the
old
damages.
Gustav.
Well, that's just not fair.
Citing
We
strength
redeemed him
in
one day.
numbers, the group decides to stay together and embark on a journey to the Soltris Academy, a mage school in Rexentrum that has caught Ford's curiosity. Yasha will meet up with them later in Zdash.
I have things to do.
With their newfound camaraderie, they begin to slowly reveal bits about their past to each other.
I'm a part of a secret order of librarian spy monks.
I'm a shipwrecked sailor who found a sword that gives me magical powers in weird dreams.
My mom
Fair
is a
enough.
famous courtesan, and I'm looking for my dad. And I got banished from Nicodranas because I played the prank on a lord. And oh yeah, my god is the traveler, and only I can talk to him and see him. But I
got
haven't even
Ruby
told you
down
guys
there.
about
While on the road, they come upon the town of Allfield, currently under siege by gnolls.
We're gonna see the halfling
For money?
candle something.
Sure. Great.
They track the gnolls to a mine, where they discover a demon-worshipping gnoll cult that's sacrificing villagers to a manticore. Fun! But they also discover the coolest person in the entire world.
Holy shit, that guy's cool.
Shikasta, a blind cleric vigilante,
Shikasta.
helps the group kill the cult and free the remaining villagers.
Kyrie.
Unfortunately, some clear trauma is unearthed during the fight.
Time for that later. Monsters to kill.
I'm loving the recap, and they're doing it quick.
so cool.
The group returns to Allfield victorious with the missing villagers, where Bryce asks,
What do I call you in my report?
Bryce
We
was great
are
too.
The Mighty Nine.
Look at us.
But there's only 7 of you.
Thusly christened, they depart Allfield and continue their travels, finally arriving at Zadash. There you have it! Critters, you are now caught up on episodes 1 through 8 of Critical Role. Until next time.
Took us 2 months. 2 months to do that.
Oh, Mighty Nine?
You're caught up. Alright. I'm gonna do a little skippy poo over here like that. 9 through 16. So we're doing 8 episode groups. They gotta start doing more than that, or it's not gonna make math sense.
Hello! Lord Keeper Danny Carr here with another amazingly animated abridgment of the Mighty Nine's
Oh,
nonsense.
Tusk Love. I'm like, what is he reading? Tusk Love.
Continuing their journey to the Solstice Academy, the
Ask
Nine
the
arrive in
gentleman.
Zadash. Depleted from their adventures, they wander into an intriguing shop called the Invulnerable Vagrant for supplies.
We're gonna meet Pumat.
Oh, hi
There he
there.
is.
I'm happy to help you.
This respectful Fearbolg is Pumat
God, we
Sol.
haven't seen him-
He's the
seen
proprietor
him.
of the Invulnerable Vagrant
Seen him
and
so
low-key
long.
enchanter for the Cerberus Assembly, a cabal of mages from the Empire who seek power and influence.
We need to see Pumat
Pumat's
before
a good
we
guy, so
conclude.
don't hold that against him. Or his 3 magic simulacra that help Pumat Prime run his enchantment shop.
Well, you could say I'm the sole proprietor.
Later, at the Leaky Tap, the Mighty
Pumat's
Nine stumble
sole
into a meeting of
proprietor.
the Knights of Requital, a group of radical rabble-rousers dedicated to eradicating corruption in the Empire.
Lord Sutan
Wow.
is a dick.
Is the Empire really this corrupt?
It is
The
mind-boggling
Empire
how
sucks big
corrupt
time.
the Empire is.
And like any good adventurers, the Mighty Nine get looped into a populist rebellion. They agree to aid in framing the corrupt High Richter with a breaking and entering scheme. But then,
Drop it!
Things happen.
Drop it!
their plan kinda sorta literally blew up in their face, along with the High Richter. Luckily, the Empire has bigger problems. The Zauberspire, an important mage tower, is attacked, distracting the Crown's Guard, giving the Nine a chance to escape into the sewers. Here, they are attacked by a drow warrior carrying a mysterious object called the Beacon, an ancient artifact
God, this is
belonging
all
to
so
Kryn
long ago, but
Dynasty
I
that was
remember it well.
stolen by the Empire. Upon hearing this description, the Nine realize this is much bigger than them and return the beacon to the drow, allowing him to escape. Almost. But before the Crown's Guard flee with the
Lot of
beacon,
blood.
the Mighty Nine steal it back and make a quick getaway. Needing to tie up loose ends and clear any remaining suspicion, the Mighty Nine decide to seek out the most suspicious person so far.
Hey, I'm the gentleman. Are you looking to do some crime?
While Forge tries to
I love how
curry
there's a
favor
little
with
bit
the
of Matt
gentleman
in
over a
that
game
look.
of poker, Molly has a blast from his past that
Great.
escapes his memory.
Oh my gosh, Lucian, is that you? It's me, Cree.
I don't know who this is. I don't know anything about my past. I woke up in a grave. Just go with it. OMG. Hey, girl! It's so good to see you. Your fur looks amazing. I'll do some crime to help your rebel friends and clear your names.
Crazy how
But
everything came
you'll
together
have to
later.
do some crime for me in return. I need you to go to a spooky research facility and kill some will-o-wisps.
Oh, that sounds easy enough.
It wasn't.
This is quite a
Loving
fascinating
all
read.
the animation.
But sure enough, the Nine complete the mission, save the rebels, and
Oh, got
clear
some
their
stars.
names. Back at the Leaky Tap, the Nine enjoy some much-needed downtime. And Caleb discovers a special property of the beacon.
This artifact, it is connected to the fabric of reality. With it, I can see the potential of every moment, every choice, the endpoint of every path. A fragment of possibility.
What does that mean, Caleb?
It means I get a free reroll if I fail at something.
With news that the High Richter's killers have been brought to justice, the crisp autumn air preps the Mighty Nine for a Zadash favorite, the Harvest Close Festival. That's it for this truncated chain of twists and turns, leaving you caught
Look
up
at
on episodes 9 through
all the
16
booze.
of Critical Role's Campaign 2.
Is that supposed to be us?
Look at Frumpkin in the back.
Oh, Mighty Nine.
Look at Frumpkin there. Frumpkin is adorable. I love that they're not breaking. We're just going right in. 17 to 25, it
It
said?
was a time of peace,
Another 8.
revelry, and bonding with new friends. It was a time for...
War! We're going to war!
Okay, that was rude. Hi there, I'm Danny Carr, lore keeper for Critical Role, and your guide through this next cartoonishly condensed recap of Campaign 2. With conflict on the horizon, break
Danny's
time
doing
is
great.
over, and the Mighty Nine find themselves caught between a war and a crime boss. A local lawmaster offers the Mighty Nine mercenary work, nobly protecting the people of Zadash while the Empire wages war with Xhorhas. They're also offered work from the Gentleman, who wants them to secure a safe house in the Labenda Swamp. The Nine must make a choice.
Crime?
Crime.
After choosing to not
must make
get
a
involved
quick
in the war,
choice.
they learn why Caleb distrusts the Empire.
When I was younger, studying magic at the Soltris Academy, I was mentored by a member of the Cerberus Assembly, Trent Ickathon. He tortured us, brainwashed my peers and I into believing our parents were traitors. At my final test, I burnt them alive to prove my loyalty to the Empire. I spent the next 11 years in a sanitarium.
My dad shipped me off to the Cobalt Soul against my will for being a problem child.
I was a torturer's assistant.
That's rough, buddy.
In the Labenda Swamp, they come across a young,
Kiri.
fluffy orphan named
Kiri's
Kiri.
back
and
here
meet-
somewhere. There's Kiri. Kiri.
Do you
Love
need
it.
a friend? Do you need a friend?
With Kiri in tow, they meet Kaliana, a draconic sorcerer.
I'll help you clear the safe house if you help me destroy a powerfully evil bowl hidden inside.
The Nine bring her along, but Caleb is suspicious of her intentions.
The bowl!
Oh, don't give it to her.
Don't be a dick. All right, fuck this bowl.
With the bowl of the scaled tyrant destroyed, Kaliana departs. And thanks to his spooky
Kiri
underwater
is
patron,
going in.
Ford discovers another artifact hidden in the safe house, the Cloven Crystal.
That's rough, buddy.
Having secured the safe house, they plot their course to Shady Creek Run. One route goes through Rexentrum, the other through a town called Hupperduke, and
Ooh, can we stop in Hupperduke?
Oh yeah, let's get drunk with some gnomes.
Bar fights.
after a night of much-needed, R&R, the Nine realize they're missing more than just their dignity.
My koi pond? Coin purse? Where's my coin purse?
My koi
We're
bar.
on the case.
They manage to track down Bo's coin purse, but
Orphans?
these are the Schuster kids, who've been stealing to survive since their parents have been unjustly imprisoned. And soon, they'll be sent to live in an orphanage.
We're gonna bust their parents out and save these kids from growing up in a terrible orphanage like I did.
Yeah, more crime.
A robot jailer?
It's immune to being punched. For fuck's sake.
Robot jailer.
Yay, crime.
The Schuster family agrees to take in Kiri as a new member of the family.
If anyone
still have to
is
see
mean to
Kiri,
you,
too.
tell them go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
And so the Nine venture off to Shady Creek Run. But sadly,
Have some money.
Yasha, Jester, and Ford kinda sorta get kidnapped. But more on that later. For now,
That's
you're caught up
gonna
on
lead to
episodes
something.
17 through 25 of Campaign 2.
Something horrible.
Wait, aren't there 7 of us?
Oh, Mighty Nine.
I feel like we're gonna have to do it like a big ass jump. Another 8 coming up.
Hi, critters! Lore Keeper Danny Carr here. Last we left off, the Mighty Nine were in a bit of a pickle.
Your friends were snatched by the Iron Shepherds. They're a group of slave traders led by this jerk Lorenzo, but I can help you take them down.
Lorenzo, Keg, yup. I was just gonna say
Great.
that's Keg, definitely.
Let's go.
Lorenzo is the
It goes
problem.
poorly.
It goes
Molly
poorly.
Mock Tea Leaf lost his life to Lorenzo.
Definitely goes poorly.
The others buried him by the road. They took a moment to mourn. With newfound purpose, they resolved to find Lorenzo and save their friends. Turns out, Lorenzo is on a lot of people's shit list.
We went through that quick.
My son has also been kidnapped, and I would very much like to eat Lorenzo's face off.
Neela.
In Shady Creek Run,
remember
they
her.
meet their contact, Ophelia Mardoon. Continuing this vindictive serendipity, her job for the Mighty Nine is to destroy the Iron Shepherds, who work for a monstrous rival crime family.
If you need more help, there's a weird hermit cleric in the cursed woods.
That guy sounds
definitely
great.
him.
Caduceus Clay is a guardian of the Blooming Grove, which is slowly falling to magical corruption. While his family has gone off
So
searching
we
for
did have
answers,
Caduceus that
has
long?
remained behind. Until now.
I think you're the sign I've been waiting for. Right, Wild Mother? That's great.
I love how they do that. Permanently
Okay,
joins the party.
let's go
I love how they
fuck
have
up Lorenzo.
But better this time.
The Nine
title
tear
screen, I
through
guess.
the Iron Shepherds until at last, the final showdown.
Jocasta.
Jocasta is
Did
back.
everyone get kidnapped?
Rapid fire. Keg, Neela, Jocasta.
Case closed.
They
Keg
depart
back
from
there,
their friends,
making out with
pick up
Bo.
Ophelia, and return to Molly's grave for a final goodbye.
Fair enough.
I know we're dealing with a lot right now, but I found this letter in Lorenzo's stuff. I think it's about the orb I absorbed.
Along the way, the Nine pay off Gustav's debt and Molly's memory and purchase some pets. In Nicodranus, Jester
Sprinkle.
is reunited with her mother,
The dog.
Marion. As Jester regales
Thaddeus.
her mother with tales of their adventures, Marion informs her that the gentleman is Jester's missing father.
What?
Explosion.
After a quick side quest to defend Marion's honor, the Nine turn their attention to locating Marius Lapoil. Should be easy, right?
Marius, you suck.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Yes, it did. Well, critters, you're now caught up on episodes
And this is
26
when
through
we went
35 of
setting
Campaign
sail.
2. See you soon.
Are we the bad guys?
Oh, Mighty Nine.
I just wanted to make sure, but we are jumping. We did the first 35 episodes in 4 episodes because the first episode was a introduction to the characters. So in 4 short episodes, we did 35 episodes. And the next 5 are going to cover the next 106 episodes. You can see some are like 30 jumps, 92, that's like a 20 jumper, that's a 20 jumper, that's 58, 60. They're all about 20, 20, 20. And then the final one, I mean, that's just crazy. I guess that's how long drawn out it was. That to me just means that's how complicated everything was in the beginning. Learning each other and figuring out all the people and getting through the first 35 episodes, there was a lot packed in, especially with Molly dying. Handled greatly. I'm very into it. I love that Danny Carr was the girl. I was looking at the picture and I'm like, is that supposed to be Marisha? She's the only one that somewhat resembled of our cast, like of our people that we see like every single week. I am very familiar with Danny Carr because of Talks Machina, but we haven't watched that in so long for good reasons. I'm sure you all could figure out why if you don't know. But Danny Carr was in every episode of Talks Machina. There were times I feel like she showed up possibly earlier on the set of Campaign 2 when we were doing things, but she is the lore master. I love that she took part in this, because in my head I'm thinking the only one that makes sense would be Marisha, and it would be possible if Marisha would narrate it, so to speak, but it also kind of would be weird being as she is Bo. But then again, Caduceus is in it, and so is Molly, but they're not going to be in it at the same time, at least not for a long period of time, if at all. There was like only one scene that we just experienced in episode 140 where Molly and Caduceus were together. I mean, Lucian was part of it for a while, but Matt voiced Lucian, and Lucian is not the same as Molly, and I would never put him in that boat. I can't wait for us to watch the final 5. We're going to do that next week, so I'm going to go edit this up. We're going to throw those 5 up next week. Live stream this Friday for Liam's Quest. Next week, we already have something planned. I can't remember what it is, but when we jump on to the next 5 of these, I'll know, and I will tell you what that live stream will be. And then the weekend of Thanksgiving, we will be watching the final episode of Mighty Nein. So if you guys want to see more of what I do, in the description, link for Patreon. You can ask me to watch whatever you want at a certain tier level over there. That's how we have thousands of exclusives like Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Eureka, Outer Banks, Pushing Daisies, Good Omens. Just started Tulsa King Season 2 is ending this week. We just finished Vox Machina and Heartstopper Season 3, Cobra Kai and Stranger Things final seasons. Cobra Kai is this week, final season part 2. Rama 1/2 is every Saturday at 1 p.m. I watch it as it drops live on Netflix, the new remake. Check it out. Thousands of other movies and shows full unedited. If not, comments down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.